Zero Mark here with the event preview for the Safari of Cybernetic Carnage, this weekend's Commander event for Legendary Game of Heroes. This one's going to be a short event preview because there's not a lot new to talk about today. They put change notes, but there's really no changes to the Commander event. The only changes are kind of cosmetic things. Hero inventories have been increased by 200 is incorrect. Its hero inventory cap has been increased by 200, so you now can buy 200 more hero slots if you feel so inclined. But everything else is essentially the same. There's a couple little cosmetics, but the practical application is the same. So let's take a quick look at this deck. This deck is a remake of a number of decks that have been in the past. And let's start with the event card this time. Look at the 6-star version of the event card, because this is the card that's driving this deck. It creates 1 light power gem 1 plus 1 additional for every 10 stacks of creature intensity rounded down. This is an intensity-based deck. If you get your intensity up to 200, 300, you're going to be creating 30 light power gem 1s every 7 turns. So on that 7th turn, when you play that, you're going to be filling the entire board up with power gems. You put 2 of these in your deck, and by the time you get to the second time you're able to use the skill, so 8 or 9 turns into the game, you're going to be filling the entire board up with light power gem 2s or 3s. And if you have an X13, it's going to be filling the board up with light power gem 4s. That's 150, 170 kind of combo, doing massive, massive, massive damage, but only every 7 turns. So you'll have 6 turns of doing nothing, and then 1 turn of major attack. Let's look at the other 2 cards that fill this out. So the X13, this is the upgraded version. So it's exactly the same as the event card, except for 1 light power gem 2 for every, and 1 additional for every 10 stacks of creature intensity. So you're getting light power gem 2s from the X13 instead of light power gem 1s from the event hero. So the event hero and the X13 are the same. The X13 is just the better version of it. The support card for this event, Sniping Watchhawk. This is a gem creator. Creates 5 light gems both this turn and next, and increases recovery. And then its passive heals every time he attacks. So there's some heal in this to help for survivability of this deck. It generates creature intensity every time you attack, and you need lots and lots of intensity for this deck to build up so that your event card can fill the board with power gems. So lots and lots of intensity. So firing off this skill a lot will help with that. But you only get light power gems for that for 2 turns, and you can only use it every 3 turns, so there's going to be 1 turn where you don't get any power gems out of it. The ultra rare for this deck destroys all non-light gems and heals and generates intensity for the gems destroyed. And again, that intensity generation is going to be huge for this deck because you want to get that intensity up as fast as you can so that you can be filling the entire board with power gems using your event or X13 card. So you'll need the ultra rare for survivability and for intensity building. You'll need the support card for intensity building and light gem creation for the turns in between. And then the event card and the X13 fill the entire board with power gems every 7 turns. So my ideal deck for this would probably be 1 support card, 1 ultra rare, and 3 of the event cards or X13s, and that just means that every 7 turns, you're going to be filling the entire board with power gem 4s. And then you'll have 6 turns where you're doing almost nothing in between, small little attacks, and then the 7th turn, you're going to fill a whole board with power gem 4s again and just kill everything. So this is a deck that's a little bit slower because things happen every 7 turns. The past few events, the decks have been ones that attack every 3 turns, so this is a little bit longer. But that 7th turn attack is literally going to be an entire board filled with power gem 4s if you build this right. Well, I hope you have fun playing the event this weekend.